Alright, this looks familiar from the last video, the last Viperccino video we did, and that's because I filmed that literally 2 seconds ago, the sign out, and now we're signing into this one. Welcome back to Barrel Brothers. Today we're on the Viperccino. Seriously, it's just one of those cars that makes you smile. It's just surprisingly quick and it's so fun to throw around. I've actually been dailying it, which is a decent sort of whack up and down the freeway, and it holds its own. It goes quite well. We might wick up the boost a little bit. We're going to see some guys about that, I think, next week. But we've got these here. I've had a look at tyres. I have an ideal size for it, but in the meantime, I'm just going to put these guys. They're only a 165 65 14. These are going to need somewhat a bit bigger, but for the time being, we're just putting the flares on. We actually need to slice quite a chunk out of here. So the plan is to get it all lined up where I want to. It doesn't fit exactly where I'd like it on the standard lines, but that doesn't matter because the piece that sort of fits in is just in there on that little slope. And we're changing that whole rear bumper and it sticks out, so that's all going to have to be changed anyway. So the plan is we'll get the flares on. I'm going to bring them down a little bit in the standard position. If you sort of sitting here, you can see that much of the original guard, and that's no good. It means they're sitting up too high, so we need to bring them down anyway, even if you weren't doing the super cool Viperccino stuff. Viper stuff. So the plan today is to get them on there. I've had them taped on a couple of times. Second time I should have just drilled the bloody holes, but I didn't think of it at the time. Let's get stuck into it. First thing that has to go before I do this, these little Cappuccino badges here, because the flare actually fits into this groove in the body panel here, so they have to go. Rear needs to come forward a little bit. Height's about right though. So I think I'll get that pretty right straight off the bat. I might just put the skirt on, just tape that on for the time being, see if it makes any difference to the look. But I think that's pretty much nailed it. So we're gonna have to change that shape just in through there, but we've got to change that anyway, and this has got to come forward about 10 millimeters, I reckon. And then we pretty much got it. Now we go and drill holes in the car. Never my favourite job. And the one I didn't do was the front there because I need to reshape it to fit this. Other one actually sticks out quite a bit further, so we're going to have to do a lot of reshaping there, so we may even have to re-drill the holes, but we'll see how we go. But just to put it on for the time being, I think that's fine. I'll tell you, this little gadget's really handy. This is Ben's old one. He gave it to me because he bought a new one off Wish. It was duly delivered and it was pretty good, along with the rubber mini skirt and the saddle. Some of the stuff he's now being advertised towards with is just... But yeah, good on you, Ben. Thanks for that. Really useful. Can I borrow that rubber skirt at some time? Alrighty, now we just need to reshape these edges a little bit so that they actually fit in nicely with the bodywork. Flatwell will be the guy for that, and a mask. Well, that's one down. My skirt's fallen off. We've got to change the shape of the rear one quite a bit, and now I actually have to go and do adult stuff, so drive people around and get food and look after people other than cars. So yeah, that's it for today. We'll come back tomorrow morning and have another go. Probably that one. But it's 1 down, 3 to go. Time. apart from being way too high, that's not too bad. Fitment's bang on, look at that. It's just sitting a bit high, that's all. The problem with the setting too high is there's still the guard in underneath here, which with the tyre sitting where it is, that's going to actually scrub on that, so we need to do some cutting. Back her out and bring it back in the other way around and do the outside. Okie dokie, well it's been a pretty productive couple of days. The next thing we have to do, well the two things we have to do, well we still haven't put the belt or anything on your belt or the water pump or the, anyway we'll get to that. We need, the two things we need to do. We need to slice some metal out of the guards, which is going to be a bit of a biggie. And then it's those guys up there. So they've got to go on and we've got to change the front of the flares to fit in with them. So I wasn't too worried about getting these right, but you know, I don't want it to look completely rubbish while we're going out there. But those are a completely different shape. That one in the back, like it hangs out about this much further. So we're good to here. From there down, it's going to be quite different, I feel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, no, it's too high.